March the 16th, 2015. The roll, please, Karen.
Councilman Durkin.
Here.
Councilman McGuire.
Present.
Councilman Spitzer.
Here.
Vice Mayor Trent.
Here.
Councilman Bunch.
Here.
Councilman Monachino.
Here.
Mayor Francis.
Here. Let the record reflect that the council of the strength. Evelyn, would you lead us in the pledge of allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under public announcements, March the 19th, which is coming up, we have a session, a public session, and that will have to do with the general plan, and it will probably be the first of a series of meetings that will address the vision statement, which the general plan is of the community. Also, a reminder, this weekend coming up is Fiesta Days, and so do support that. Anything from the town manager?
Just a quick note, it's my understanding that Kerry has been with the town now for 17 years. So I should say thank you.
Okay, council has a single agenda item before tonight, and that is the council discussion and approval of resolution R 2015-09, setting forth the official returns and approving the official canvass of the special recall election held on March 10th, 2015. Town clerk, anything?
Mayor, Vice Mayor, members of council, the town contracts with Maricopa County Elections for our operating and running the election services for the town of Cave Creek. They presented the results of the March 10th recall election, a special election held for the town, and the results are attached to the resolution. We request that you approve this resolution this evening.
Any questions from council? Anything from staff? Legal? Okay, there is public comment on this agenda item. Does anyone wish to speak? Mr. Phelps.
Hello, Mayor and Council, David Phelps, 395 North Schoolhouse Road. I'd just like to thank the elected and those who are stepping down tonight for all of their hard work. They have paved the path and will, in time, be shown to have made it easier to hold the accountability of the town in the future, and I thank them for it. Excuse me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Phelps. Does anyone else wish to speak? Public comment?
She's welcome.
Ms. Gavin?
I have these for call to the public, and I have that scheduled at the conclusion of this
Okay,
agenda item.
we're going to follow the agenda. If you signed up for call to the public, then we will, you can speak under that also. Does anyone else wish to speak under public comment? Okay, with that, I will bring this back to council. I will make the motion. And that is the motion to approve resolution R 2015-09, a resolution of the mayor and town council of the town of Cave Creek, Maricopa County, Arizona, setting forth the official returns and approving the official canvass of the special recall election held on March the 10th, 2015.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any comment from council? The vote, oh, I'm sorry, Vice Mayor Trent.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to particularly thank you, Peter, the town staff, and my colleagues up here on the dais for making the last 20 months of my life transformative, not just for myself, but I hope for the town. I think that there were measurable results and impressive ones by any objective measure, particularly when taken in contrast with the situation that we started out with. And this moment is bittersweet, but I just want to take the opportunity to thank everybody and our supporters as well. So, thank you.
Councilman Monachino? Councilman Durkin? Thank you. Anything else from the council? All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes clearly have it. Thank you, council. and thank you for your service, all four of you. Let's go to call the public hearing. We are scheduled.
Eileen Wright.
Good evening, Eileen Wright, Cave Creek resident. Mayor, with your permission, I would like to address for the councilman tonight. Vice Mayor Adam Trent, Councilman Reg Monachino, Councilman Charlie Spitzer, Councilman Mike Durkin. I will hang my head in sorrow when you step down tonight. Thank you for what you have done, your leadership, your strength. You have served this town well, and you have set the bar high. You, more than anyone, understand that the day we stop fighting is the day we start losing our town. In fact, our town is alive and well today because of you. Thank you for everything that you have done for all of us. You will be missed. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
Carrie Smith.
Thank you. Kerry Smith, Cave Creek resident. Mayor and Town Council, my wife and I want to express our appreciation to all of you, every one of you. Your service is really a genuine donation to all of us in the town. You help your neighbors by volunteering. Every one of these meetings, all the hard work you give to us. We appreciate the way the entire council and the mayor have worked together as a team over the past 20 months. While you may not have always agreed, from my perspective and my wife's, we've been here at many of the meetings. The discussion has always been respectful, courteous, and productive. The results, I think, have been terrific, and we appreciate that. I especially appreciate the 4 councilmen who are leaving. They worked diligently to make this a team and to listen and contribute. The town had many issues. We got a lot of them addressed. And they didn't falter when the recall election came around. They put the town's issues and the town's best interests first. Thank you all very much.
Kathy Kinsel.
Katja Kinsel, Cave Creek resident. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you gentlemen, and especially the new 4 councilmen, for your service, dedication, and all you did for the town during your short tenure. Namely, transparency, reducing 7 checking accounts to 2. Working with David Prinzhorn to get hopefully move out of firefighting mode by working on a preventative maintenance program for the water and wastewater systems. Working on a road pavement program after analysis to make data-driven decisions. Reinstating the Water Advisory Commission, who gave the council an incredible report February 17th, and those minutes will be approved in the following meeting. Listening to Area 25 residents about their concerns and acting appropriately. Appointing responsible people to fill seats on the Planning Commission. Having office hours on Thursday mornings was great for a bunch of us. These last 2 points indicated how willing you were to work with all Cave Creek citizens, not just factions. I hope your work is not undone by the next council. Thank you.
Suzanne Diffenbaugh.
I'm Suzanne Deffenbaugh, Cape Creek resident since 2006. I don't have a speech, but rather some odds and ends comments. I hope you won't think they're too odd. There's some thoughts that have been going through my mind recently. I don't think I ever missed voting in an election, local, state, or national. And I never knew about recall elections until recently. So it inspired me to become a little more active on the local scene, and I attended a number of activities: the roundup, the open forum, the meetings with the mayor and vice mayor. And I was impressed by what I saw and what I heard. And I want to express a sincere thank you to all of you who serve on the council, and especially those who are outgoing. I hope you will not retire. I hope you will continue to take an active interest and voice in the doings of Cave Creek. I will later be welcoming the 4 new council members, but I must admit that I don't know their positions on a number of issues, but I shall be listening. Some of you, many of you here, perhaps attended the Tuesday evening meeting. And one of our guests was Sheriff Joe. I don't know if you heard all of his comments, but I heard a great many of them. Sheriff said he was very happy to always head north to Cave Creek and to Carefree. He was glad that both towns were in his jurisdiction. And he said there was a big difference though in the towns, and I was waiting for the next comment. He said Carefree was sophisticated. He gave them one word. And then he paused and said Cave Creek was welcoming and friendly. And those are 2 labels I hope we will continue. Sheriff Joe said he was quite honored recently, I don't know how many years ago, but when he was the parade marshal. He said it was a frightening experience though, because he was coming to a horse town. And despite all these travels and experiences, he'd never been on a horse. And he was absolutely nervous in this equestrian town. But he said he was greatly relieved when he was assigned an automobile. Many of you, I'm sure, had the election results on Tuesday evening, at least the tentative ones. But I'm not into the technology world. So I really waited until Wednesday when I finally was able to get on the computer. Sometimes that's just a challenge for me. But I saw some numbers there, and then I looked again on Thursday, and I noticed that they changed slightly, which was understandable, I assume. But there was one number there were 2 numbers that stood out that really bothered me, and I'd like to share them with you now. The voter turnout was 54.44%. I know it's more than half, but that's not enough for me. I guess I'm going to have to knock on some doors and even introduce myself to expand my neighborhood. There was another figure that was given, and that was the number of rejected ballots. 51 ballots were rejected. So I braved the computer again, wrote an email to the Office of Elections, and asked them for an explanation. I was very happy on Friday morning to receive a reply. And the explanation was that 32 ballots arrived too late, and there was no way to ever include them, no matter what excuse there was. So 32 ballots were received but beyond the deadline. There were 5 ballots with banned signatures. I don't know, somebody was in too great a rush. But there were 14 people in too great a rush, I'm sure of, because they failed to sign them. So I think that we will again have to stress the necessity for that last minute before the ballot is signed. Looking to the future, I certainly hope we will be able to raise the voter turnout and to eliminate the discarded ballots. I hope that, pray that all who are now leaving us will enjoy their many more hours of freedom, but I hope they will keep this in mind. And thank you for the opportunity to address your group.
Does anyone else wish to speak under call of the public? Ms. Marcella.
Thank you.
I've been here a long time, so I can do that. Thank you. My 3-minute speech, Gary. Certainly one thing we all know is running for elected office in this town takes much courage. Thank you for your courage. We all know one of the best ways that a person can contribute to society is to run for elected office. Thank you for your contributions. We all know that to run for elected office, it takes a certain political acumen, but that isn't nearly as important as hard work, genuine desire to make our community a better place to live. Thank you for doing that. We all know that serving on council is often a thankless task. Everyone is a critic, myself included, and cheerleaders are almost impossible to find. Thank you for allowing me and the over 800 citizens who voted for you to cheer you tonight. We all know elected officials sometimes lose sight of the fact that the citizens are the head of the organizational chart, not the other way around. When citizens approach the podium, we experience something very special, and that is the attention of all the council members and some staff members are all in one place. It just doesn't get any better than that. Thank you for not. Thank you for your respect and never degrading speakers at the podium. We have been fortunate to have had you part of our council. Your record of putting solutions into place to old problems that were ignored is exemplary. Your unprecedented level of openness and transparency at Town Hall made you accountable to your citizens, and your processes were open to the public scrutiny. That is truly a great democracy. You have been bucked off, but I hope you get back on that horse in 2016. Why? History tells me that the vision of our town regarding ideas, ethics, fairness, and lifestyle that make up our high quality of life will not be maintained nor enhanced for many citizens. God bless you for all of you.
Does anyone else wish to speak under? Yes.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Cheryl Carmichael. Art Robertson. I've never been around the political side of this, where people were going out and getting votes and getting people out of bed to do things. I didn't know what it was like. I still don't know what it's like unless it's little nuclear bombs going off in my bedroom because somebody isn't doing what she had told them to do, or somebody having to be revisited because there was something else going on that we would not have them do. And I don't know how many friends we have left. I hope they're still there, because working for you I'm giving this speech really for my wife, Cheryl. She was a charger outside the house and inside the house. I'd be out at the barn with the horses at 6 in the morning. I'd see a cloud of dust going off at the side with the car roaring out of the driveway because there was a meeting somewhere. And there was a cloud of dust over here. I go, that's over at Jody's house. And then I was going over here, oh, that one's over at Chris's house. It was quite an experience for me. I hope you appreciated what she did for you. And I have to tell you that she convinced me that you were the right people for the council. And we approve what you did. Thank you very much.
Straighten it out now.
Call the public is still open.
Actually, my name is Cheryl Robertson. And I actually wasn't going to say anything because it's a little bit emotional for me because I really have felt that you, all of you, have really listened to us as our neighborhood, and also I've seen other areas come together in this town, and I hope that you don't go away. I hope you help us in moving forward in the direction that we have already started. I was in banking for 27 years. I don't know if any of you know that, but I was during that time when the FDIC came in and sent their boys in from Texas and took over my bank. I had planned to be with that bank for my life. I ended it, my career 12 years ago, and moved to Cave Creek, which was a big decision for me. I gave up an amazing job, and I feel that I've never really felt the sadness that I felt in those 2 times. The time I left my career completely, and the time the FDIC took over my bank. Now, I know you guys aren't the FDIC, or nobody is around here to take over anything, but I just want you to know I feel that sadness. I also feel hope. I can't give up hope. And I know that we're going to forge forward and work as a team together with the new council. And I just appreciate each and every one of you and listening to us. And I just want to say thank you. Everybody's pretty much said it, and I really truly thank you from my heart.
Call the public is still open.
Jody Weasenby, new Cave Creek resident, still, after almost a year. I've enjoyed coming to the meetings. I've enjoyed all of your conversations. Your decisions have been in our favor once. Perfect. And I don't know the new council. I know there's a few here. And I think you've set the bar. And I hope they continue the good work if we don't go backwards. Thank you all for your service. Good luck.
Call the public is still open. Does anyone else wish to speak?
Hi, my name is Lisa Black, and I just wanted to say thank you for serving. And I've never been able to be a part of town council meetings. I just moved from Chandler. Not once in my life did I ever go to a town council meeting in Chandler, but I've been to almost everyone here. And I appreciate everything you've done on our behalf of the folks on El Sendero. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being servants to Cave Creek.
Call the public is still open. Does anyone else wish to speak? Anything else from council? Okay, the 6 o'clock meeting, then the election has been canvassed. Gentlemen, it's been good serving with you. Okay? It's adjourned. We'll reconvene at 7 o'clock. Thank you, gentlemen.